So welcome all. I'm very excited today to be joined by Patrick Elliott. So Patrick, thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
So you'll be hitting the airwaves very soon with CivilNet, regularly joining the CivilNet team. First off, a big welcome. I'm really pleased about this news. We've done interviews before on CivilNet, which some of our watchers may have watched, and I invite them to watch those interviews as well. So for our watchers who may not be that familiar with you, can you tell us a bit about your story and also what brought you to Armenia?
Yeah, I'm a Canadian Armenian, so half of Irish heritage, but Canadian, and other half is CDI. And yeah, I've lived in a couple different countries, mostly in Europe, and then had to figure out where was the next step. And Armenia always seemed somewhat interesting, but never somewhere that I considered settling down in. So the deal with my wife was that we would spend 3 months here, and if we like it, we'll extend by 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. Here we are, almost 2.5 years later, and have no plan on leaving anytime soon. I'm an entrepreneur, and I would say one of the biggest things I've committed myself to here is, I've always said Armenia doesn't have an opportunities problem. It has a branding and marketing problem. So other people have said that I should become the brand ambassador for Armenia, and I've presented that term until now. I'm on CivilNet, so I suppose the goal is to become the brand ambassador for Armenia, is to highlight, there's many issues, there's many problems, but to highlight as much as possible the very real, very tangible positives of living here, of doing business here, of investing here, of getting rich here, of living a wonderful life. And what better place to do it than what you would consider your Heidenik, your homeland. So. And
you're planning to stay in Armenia or to move to another country one day?
Listen, we just bought a house, so I don't.
Okay. Congratulations.
The house, thank you. We intend on filling with more children. We have one already. We're intending on filling it with more. So yeah, who knows where life is going to take us? But for now, definitely we'll be here, and I dare say Armenia will be a forever part of us, even if we end up somewhere else. I can't see myself not spending a significant amount of time here ever. So.
Okay, and I mean, I've met your family who are absolutely wonderful.
Oddballs, the lot of us, crazy people.
And Eric Akopyan is also a good friend of yours who
very close
has spoken a lot about the narratives, messaging, marketing issue as well. So that's very interesting.
We're in agreement with that. You will also be leaving us. First of all, any chance I can get you to reconsider?
Well, I mean, for our watchers who do not know, I will be leaving CivilNet after this interview. This is my last interview for now with CivilNet. I was accepted into a journalism program in London, which will last about 6 months, with a group called News Associates, which will do various trainings, workshops, and then hopefully some work placements in various media outlets in London, which will be interesting. Now, my hope is that this will make me a journalist of higher quality, better educated, better prepared, so that hopefully one day I will be of better value to CivilNet and Armenian media. But I'm still happy to contribute to CivilNet. So to our watchers, hopefully it's not the last time that I will be on the airwaves, or that you will read something that I have put out. So yeah. Also, you will be coming and doing interviews with CivilNet. You have your first interview with Swedish Parliament member Arin Garabet, which many of our watchers will know. I'm wondering if you can explain what you hope to bring to CivilNet, some of your interests as well with regards to Armenian current affairs. I know you're also an economics buff. Speaking to you about economics is very enlightening, interesting. You can have really cool debates with Patrick about economics, and definitely economics in Armenia is something that is often understated, but extremely important. So, I mean, in your own words for our watchers, what would you say about your joining of the CivilNet team?
Wow. Well, I would say I'm a capitalism buff more than an economics buff. I'm very, very interested in the economy of the country, the business environment, the ease of doing business, the ease of setting up a company, transparency, digitalization, all the things that make someone's life easier. And so this being my main focus, of course, there's so many other areas that it ends up touching on, right? Whether we like it or not, it does end up leading into the geopolitical situation of the country. It has to do with human rights, with democratization, with rule of law, right? Why would I invest irreplaceable years of my life, set up a foundation to invest my businesses, my money, all the everything that makes someone who they are, right? A free individual. Why would I do so in a place where my rights are not guaranteed, where the state can just arbitrarily decide to do things? So that's really my main focus, is that it's how can we create a prosperous, happy, well-rounded life in Armenia, and then of course to export that message to the world that it is very much possible. It's surprisingly possible, and a lot of people don't know enough about all the opportunities that there are in this country.
Okay. And I just wanted to say in final that as I leave Armenia, and particularly CivilNet, I just want to say a big thank you to CivilNet for all this, for all the time, for giving me the break in journalism, for teaching me so much. We're talking about a team where members have, covered the war on the ground, where the Artsakh team right now is covering the blockade on the ground, where the Sunni team is covering the border crisis on the ground. We covered the political crisis after the war, the September attack, and, I have a deep, deep respect for the people that you are going to work with as well. And I just wanted to express my gratitude to all of them. People often overlook perhaps the amount of effort and work that goes into running an independent media outlet in Armenia that's broadcasting in 3 languages. So I just wanted to say a final big thank you to all of CivilNet for everything they gave me. I gave Armenia very little, but Armenia gave me a tremendous amount. So, Patrick, I'm very excited for you. I'll be watching every interview, and thank you for sitting down with me, for joining me.
Thank you for all the work that you've done. Can we get you to promise here now on air that you will be, it's a 6 months program, right? Which means we can expect you at day 6 month plus 1 back right here.
Look, my plan is for sure to definitely come back to Armenia. I feel that Armenia is now my home, and whatever I end up doing, the goal is to return and do journalism in Armenia.
London's a boring city in comparison. Let's be honest. What's special about London compared to Yerevan?
I'm not excited about going to London, but I will definitely miss Armenia in a way that I can't really explain in words. So, Patrick,
wonderful. Thanks for everything you've done.
Thank you for your time as well. And thank you for joining us on CivilNet.